All right, Coach Dawson, welcome back to UCF. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So, of course, you were here with Coach Frost from before. What was it like getting the call back to make the return to Orlando?
I was very excited to be able to have the opportunity to come back and be a part of Coach Frost's staff and another chance and opportunity to work with him. Very excited about it. Excited about getting back to the area. It's been pretty nice with a lot of sunshine and palm trees. That part's been great. So we're having fun and excited to be back.
So since you worked with Coach Frost last time at Nebraska, you ended up coaching at Ohio State and Kansas. What was it like kind of coaching at those programs, and what did you kind of pick up from there that you bring here?
Yeah, two great experiences, two great programs, and got to work for two awesome head coaches and learned a lot from both of them. Not only the head coaches, but the defensive staffs, and then being able to kind of watch other assistant coaches and kind of the way that they not only interact with their players, but interact with each other and their coordinators. So it's been a great learning experience for me for the last couple of years, and hopefully continuing to improve on myself and then get better as a coach.
So last time around, when you were here, you were defensive line coach. This time around, it's defensive run game coordinator and the edges. You got Kenny Martin working with defensive tackles. What was it like meeting him and kind of getting to work with him?
Yeah, it's the first time working with Coach Martin. He's been awesome. What a great guy. He and I see things very, very similar, and we've hit it off, I think, at least from my perspective, very well, and see a lot of the same things and way to coach the guys up front. So it's gonna look forward to having a good working environment with him and getting the guys better.
I know fans, and from our standpoint, we've been looking at the edges as kind of a point of emphasis for the Knights over the course of these past couple of seasons. So since you're able to focus on the edges specifically with this tenure here at UCF, what's the biggest thing you're kind of looking to impart?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to have that group, and that term edge is kind of the I don't know if it's a newer term or not, but when you watch the draft or things like that in the NFL, it's kind of how they refer to the outside backers and the defensive ends. And really, in this day and age of football, I think whether you base out of a 4-down front or you base out of a 3-down front, you're going to sprinkle in the other one, at least some, to try to be able to not necessarily be in the same spot when offenses are trying to block you. So I think that being able to have the edges specifically, they do a lot of different things. Sometimes they're playing a true defensive line position. Sometimes it's more of an outside linebacker position. So being able to work with those guys for me has been great.
I noticed that during the in between your times in Nebraska, you had a little cup of coffee with the NFL with the Giants. Frost is coming to UCF after having his little bit of time in the NFL with the Rams. Just what is it like to kind of at least get that experience in the NFL, but what ultimately kind of brought you back to college?
Yeah, it was. I had a great experience in the NFL. Really enjoyed coaching in that league. I was lucky enough to be able to be on two different teams, the Eagles and the Giants, and work for two very historic programs and great ownership of both of them. So that part for me was very exciting. And then having the chance to get really back with Coach Frost was what led me back to Nebraska, and getting a chance to work for and with him was a great opportunity for me. And it was somewhere that myself and my family, we knew Lincoln, and we knew the area, and that was a big factor for us too. But we were very fortunate with some very close friends when we were there. So it was it was a good opportunity for me to kind of bounce back and forth between both of them.
Coach Frost was talking about how Coach Martin was a major factor in kind of keeping the team from last year together while the switchover was happening. Since you get to work with Coach Martin a bit more, considering you're both on the line, what was it like noticing him kind of doing that process?
Yeah, like I said, just from the moment I met him, I thought Coach Martin's got a great personality. It's not surprising that he's got a good relationship with not only the players in his position, but the other guys on the team. He's an easy guy to talk to and communicate with, and I'm sure the guys have a very good bond with him that way. And to be able to watch him so far and how he communicates, how he talks to his guys, has been very, very impressive. And you can see why the guys have a lot of respect for him.
What's been your philosophy when you go into the transfer portal now, and bringing in some new edges and other defensive elements?
Yeah, well, I think with the transfer portal and kind of the way this has changed and is still evolving and changing, you got to be ready to kind of switch switch your tactics and switch the way that you approach it. And I think that it will be hard to replicate from cycle to cycle because your team or your program or your position may need more of one thing or less of something else or things like that. So I think you got to kind of evolve with it, and we're all trying to evolve with these times. I think everybody, you go across the country, would talk about how much the transfer portal and the name, image, and likeness rules have changed over the last, I don't even know, 3 to 5 years, and how much that's affected programs and coaches and our roles and how we have to attack it.
So, Coach, I know this is a bit of a long time ago, but I'm going to take you back to 2005. Your last year at New Hampshire as defensive coordinator. You hire a new cornerbacks coach, young coach who's getting his first job at the graduate assistant level. That coach's name is Alex Grinch, and he is now the defensive coordinator here at UCF. What's it like to be on the same staff as him?
Yeah, pretty exciting. Alex, as you guys who get to know him, he's a great guy, number one, great family man, and not only that, but extremely intelligent and knowledgeable coach. And he's a great guy. We get along, pretty well. And we haven't worked together in 20 years, so it's been, only a few, maybe a few weeks. I don't know if we're into months now, I guess, but together. But it hasn't been a long time. But so far, it's been great, and looking forward to being around him again and getting to help him construct this defense and get to do my part with it. So looking forward to that.
I know it was 20 years ago, but if you remember anything about what young Alex Grinch was like in that season, what's the difference you kind of noticed between that young kid you met in 2005 versus the one you're looking at now?
Well, that's been a long time, and I think we've all certainly grown personally and professionally, and you knew he was going to be a great coach from the moment he even came to us in New Hampshire. I don't think that was a secret that we all knew that he would go far in this game, and to be able to watch him from afar and continue to grow and then end up back together. It's been a heck of a road. So looking forward to continue to work with him.
What's the biggest thing you want to see out of you guys this spring?
Well, the big thing we want to see, I think, are probably across the board. You want to see the effort. You want to see the guys play hard. You're going to want to see the guys run, and then the ability to adapt and learn new things, and still be able to play fast and be able to play fast, play tough. I think that's the thing that we're probably, if you ask most of the at least coaches on defense, and I'm sure across the program, those are things that Coach Frost always stresses, and we're going to continue to do that with the guys.
All right, awesome. Well, welcome at the UCF, Coach.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thanks.
much.
Appreciate it.